Hello, this is David Heinen. Today we're at Lovers, the largest canal cruise boat line in Amsterdam. With us today is Joke Borza, who's going to tell us a little about not only the line itself, but their specialty boat, the museum boat. So, Joke, could you tell me a little of the history of the canal cruise line itself?
Yes, the canal cruise line of Lovers exists almost 40 years. It is owned by a family Lovers. They started for 40 years ago with 2 ships in the canals, one of valid persons and one of invalid persons. In 40 years we became bigger and bigger. Nowadays we have 21 ships. All are totally different, and the nicest one are the museum boats. We have 3 large museum boats. Every boat can have 110 passengers, and it's a culture boat. It's a regular service 7 days a week all year round, starting at the main point at the central station. The nicest thing of the museum boat is not only the green color and the cabrio roof, but also the possibility of buying a day ticket. With the museum boat, you have the possibility to step out of the boat during the cruise of 1.5 hours at 7 places. That means, for example, the first stop, the Anne Frank house. If you like to see the Anne Frank house, you step out at the first stop. On showing your entrance, on showing your day ticket at the entrance of the Anne Frank house, you will receive up to 50% discount on the entrance fee, which is a very interesting item for your people. And it's not necessary to see the Anne Frank house. You will also visit a nice Wester Church, or the famous statue of Anne Frank, which is next to the Wester Church, the Wester Market. Every 30 minutes there will be a new museum boat, also a green one. And on showing your day ticket, you step in and you continue the tour. The second stop, you stay in the boat. And the third stop, for example, is the National Museum at the Rijks Museum, with the nicest shopping area with the Peese Hoofdstraat or the Vondenpark. Also visit worth. And so you can continue the whole day, and you arrive also back at the central station where you started in the morning. So it's a very good item to see Amsterdam by a safe way, especially also by the local guides who knows everything about what's going on in Amsterdam, special exhibitions, special items in the musea. And it's a personal guide. They speak 4 languages, and they explain it also at the table, if you like. They are heated, so also in wintertime very comfortable.
I noticed that at each stop also you could get out and see not only the principal museum, but there were several others.
Yes.
How many museums would you say altogether you service with this boat?
We have more than 40 musea. Also, for example, the oldest church of Amsterdam, which is situated in the red light district, which is also visit worth, and that is free of charge. For example, the nicest houseboat museum is included. We also mentioned, and also mentioned by the local guides, is, for example, the famous flea market next to the opera house, the Stopera, which is also at stop number 5, which is a visit worth. For example, the Maritime Museum, with its beautiful VOC ship, that is also included. The Hortus Botanicus, with special old plants, which is not a normal thing to see in Amsterdam, but if you are on the boat and you have the time, please see it as well.
And there were a few other that actually we've covered, like the Willet Holthausen and
Willet Holthouse, yes.
A few of those beautiful ones. So, what time does the boat start in the morning, and when does it conclude?
It starts every day at 10 o'clock in the morning. In summertime we leave every half an hour, stipped on time. If you miss the boat, you may have a cup of coffee and then you take another one. And the last one is leaving at, I thought, 17:30. if you are so fond of this item of the museum boat, you may also stay in the boat, and then you will see Amsterdam the whole day, and then you make 6 times the same route. Then you don't step out, but that's up to you. It's the same price.
Okay, Joka, thank you very much for telling us about the museum boat. This is a wonderful way to get out there and see the museums. You can spend a whole day going from museum to museum and come back to the central station. And, well, there's probably no better way to see Amsterdam. Thank you.